Welcome to Feedback Friday. I'm your hostess with all the most. I'm Kim Overholt, your party artist, and I'm here live at my studio, and I'm going to do a painting for you, okay? I'll see how long this will take. I like a challenge, so I've been up to the challenge, and I want to see if you guys are paying attention. So, all right. So, hi, how you doing? I hope this microphone is on. Checking 1 2, test 1 2. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, should be on. All right, hi everybody. I am your party artist, like I said, and I'm doing a quick painting for you today. So I wanted you to see how I do it. Hopefully, we'll get it all done, and then I'll show you how I use the all my brushes, and I will get this all started for you. I was going to go live, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. So let me show you what I'm going to be doing for you today. I'm going to be doing a nice seascape. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you get to follow me. Are you following me? All right, good stuff. Oh. I was thinking this was going to be an issue. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay. Are you paying attention? Okay, so let's do it this way. When things work, they work well. When they don't, they don't. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm a one-woman show here, so I got to kind of keep an eye on me. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this at the same time. There we go. So I can charge you and still be able to have you follow me. Okay, is that all right? Okay. So right on. Oh gosh. Okay. I guess we're going to be doing this today. I thought maybe I could do this. Maybe it's not going to happen. All right. Well, I'd like to do a painting for you. I'd like to try and do a painting for you right here, a nice little painting. It seems like I'm going to have a little fun with you today because it's like, you know what, whatever, we'll see what happens. So I got my colors, my white, uh, my yellow, and my blue. And let me just pour a little squirt of that in onto my little page here. Don't do anything funny until I get going, okay? Stay where you are. Don't go sideways. I hate when everything goes sideways. It's terrible when everything goes sideways. You know what I mean? Only need a little bit of yellow. Da-da-da-da. My nice little palette here. There we go. All right, so let's get started. Because I like to get started with the big one here. You see, I got it in my hand, and I got my water. And I have my black canvas behind me, so you can't really see it that well, but you will see how I do this stuff. I hope I can get this done without the camera giving out on me. Okay, so we wet the canvas, primes the canvas for the paint. And I always say, even with black canvas, you still have to prime just to make it nice, nice, nice. So you wet the canvas. You can see the canvas getting wet. Wet, 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 wet. Ta-da! I am your magician today. So I'm going to show you a little bit of black art. Black art magic. I'm getting my other painting all wet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'm still working on it. I'm working on a whole bunch of paintings, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This one's going to be a blast to do. I can't wait to get this one done for you. You're going to love it. People say time lapse. I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I'll do it live. I'll do it live and show you guys. Look how easy and how much fun this is going to be. Watch this, okay? All right, so we wet the canvas. Now, I usually call this your first painting when it's a white canvas of polar bear in a snowstorm. But I guess to say it said a magician disappearing right off the canvas. How about that? Ta-da! He's gone. Okay, so now that I've wet the canvas, I'm going to use that same brush, okay? And watch me work my magic, okay? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to dip it into my blue. I got a little bit of blue here on the tip here. And I'm going to grab some big squash of white here. I'm going to mix it in together. And I'm going to start putting some blue on my canvas here. I'm going to go kind of in an angle like this. Crisscross applesauce. It's a stormy sea. It's going to be a stormy sea. Just get started. Right on, see, storm's coming. You can go right across your horizon. You can make it your horizon if you want to. This is totally your call. It's your painting, but I'm showing you how it's going to be done. So you see, just take a little bit, just work it across. Nice, nice, okay? There we go. That's a good start. Now, we're going to make some sea later on, but that you got to do on another trial. So we're going to just do that. All right, and I'm going to dip back into my blue now, just into the blue. And I'm going to show you, make it a little bit more cloudier. We're going to add some dark blue around here. So we're just going to go sideways with it and kind of make this little spot come out here. We can do the sides too. Yeah, and do a little bit of sides here too. And just in blue, just the blue on the sides like that. Work on one side and then work on the other. And blend it in nicely because it's still got lots of juiciness in there. So it's going back and forth, and there we go. We got the dark sky coming in there, kind of making it look a little bit darker, you know what I mean? All right, so we're going to dip a little bit more just into the dark blue again. We're going to add a little bit more on the side. I know what you call me. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to make one little thing that looks like a wave. It's going to go right there. So I'm going to make a nice little wave right there. It's going to be like a midpoint right there. You see? All right, I can go a little bit lighter. Let me go a little bit lighter so you can see it a little bit better. All right, there we go. Isn't that cool? All right, so we can make a couple waves over here. Waves over here. You kind of see where the horizon's kind of going to come in there. All right, don't worry about it. It's all going to look good. So we're going to also add, because there's going to be some, I'm going to put a little squash of light across the sky here. Make it kind of like smushy, smushy. You don't have to be nice about it. Smushy, smushy. There we go. Make it nice. Smushy, smushy. Smushy, smushy. There we go. How are we doing? We're still sideways. That's great. Okay, so we got this going on here. And we're going to make a light coming down. Okay, it's going to take over this little spot here. But we're not done yet because we're going to have to start making the wave here as well. So there's going to be a wave here. It's going to kind of come like this and go down like that. So it's going to come right about here. Right in front of that other wave that I just made. It's going to go like that and come down like that, okay? It's kind of like this, right? And we'll draw some little extra waves over inside here and brush it up like that. That light color, just to get it started. Go upwards like you're kind of making your eyelashes. There we go. Some nice, nice, nice. All right, we're going to add a little bit of light more, lumps more light there. It adds more, make it look like clouds there. You can make some happy clouds across the sky here, like that. Right, and we'll make some nice clouds over the side here. And a little bit on the side here. Okay, and I want to switch brushes with you, because, okay, that's a good start, right? Get you started, find out where you're going to put your wave in there. There we go, so kind of like that. So that's where the wave's going to come, okay? So I'm looking there. Then we're going to have another little wave like in the background too. So that is going to cover over that one wave. Okay? Nice and easy. Don't worry about it. This is where it gets kind of fun. Just imagine that, okay? Just imagine that kind of like that. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're going to switch brushes. I always tell people when you're done with the brush, rinse it off, because that way you can always reuse your brush. So rinse off that blue. We do like Bob Ross. Tap on the sides. Beat the devil out of it, you know. All right, so now we're going to change over to my second brush. The flat, well, this one is actually called the filbert brush, and it's a filbert because it's good for filling in, and that's what I love about this one. Filbert fills in. So while we're doing this and we're waiting for stuff to dry, I can make up a nice little spot with my filbert brush, just a little bit of white on the tip. Just a little white on the tip, and what we're going to do is we're going to make some other spots where we're going to add some light, and we're just going to put it in here, nice like that, and just on the tip we're going to drag it across, and while we're doing that there, we can also make another, make it look like another cloud on the top there. I'm just going to blend it in. I do this thing called scumbling, where you just like little tiny. Make it in like little circly shapes. There we go. Let's spread that out there like that. There we go. A little bit on the side here. That's just with white, and you're just kind of letting it blend all in together. So yeah, there's a couple more clouds over here on the side. There we go. Very nice. See? Looking nice. And we're going to have some kind of coming in on the side here, kind of a little bit this way, a little bit that way. And just brush it in. I'll brush that in like that. We'll do the same on the other side. We'll kind of like make little lines like this. And we'll brush it in. There we go. And this kind of brush this down. Okay. Yeah, that's my rude neighbor outside that likes to cough a lot and do all kinds of things. He likes to make a lot of noise. There we go. So then we just take that white there and we just brush it down. And I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted. There we go. So we just kind of brush it down. That's like the light coming out. And this guy. Okay, that looks nice. I love that. Okay. And again, a little bit of the white on the tip there. And again, we're going to go in with a little bit and just add that white back in again. Very pretty. All right, now the next thing we're going to do, and we're still using the tip of this, we're just going to look at that, a couple more little things here. Going to kind of bring like little streaks down like that so we can see it a little better. More at the top. There we go, that's very nice. And we're going to work on making the wave as well. So we're going to make a little circle right here, all right, in the kind of a shape of an egg. Okay, so it kind of goes like that. This is how you make the wave, okay? With that nice little egg shape. And we take that little bit of a white as well on the tip of the same brush. And we're just going to go tap, tap, tap up and over it. And make like a little shape that goes off to the side. And then we're going to make like a little splash that kind of goes up here too. So we can make the lines for it. Just tap it in there. There we go. And then it comes kind of down like this. And a nice little light wave on the side. Okay, just kind of like that. And this is how it starts. Kind of just like this. Just add the little white, just make it like little, start making its way. But don't go any further than that. We just want to get that started because what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of yellow into that to get some kind of little bit of light happening from inside the water as well. So you can see the water is not only just one color, it's many, many different colors. So again, it's very blue, but we're going to add a little bit of blue on the side here. We're just going to add a little bit more into the background here, just making like little back and forth shapes like that, kind of into the background. And you can smudge it with your finger. There we go. And the same with the other side, just like a little bit there, coming down. And brushing it in. Using your fingers, you can always use your fingers and kind of blend it in together. There we go. Okay, and now we can almost see there's going to be that horizon that's going to be coming across there. Okay, so we can just put that in there like that. Nice that way. Show there's going to be some separation going on. Okay, but then we rinse that off and we're going to change brushes, okay? So the next one we're going to switch to is the round one. The round one, with the round one, what we usually do is we take it and we dip it into our yellow. Get a nice bit of yellow there. And a big swash of white together, and you mix them together on a separate little place away from everything else. And add another big squash of white in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint that egg that's in there, that egg shape that we made. We're going to paint that in that yellow color. So I'm just going to make it a little like that. This is where the magic comes in. Okay, see? So we're going to make a little bit to down this one off where the wave is there. There we go. And we're just going to have that just a little bit of light, like a little bit, a tiny little bit. You can see it across the sky. I hold my wrist so that it stays nice and still over putting in the light across the sky. There we go. Like that. If you want to, you can make a little splash coming down. There we go, kind of like that. You step away from it every once in a while to take a look and see how things are going. Okay, looking good. So again, we can kind of blend it in there too. We can take our fingers and smudge it. That's what I love doing, is smudging it so it's really good in there. And then kind of make it go under the wave there. Okay, can you see what it's doing here? Yeah, it's making that nice little shape there. Alright. So once we get to that, we can also take that little bit of the yellow and kind of make light lines kind of showing that there's the waves that are back there. And make them a little bit brighter. There we go. Alright, and we can make a nice bright one in the front here too. Okay. Alright, so now we're starting the wave. And I've always loved being able to do waves because it really makes it nice and easy and fun. So let me just grab my brush. We're going to switch to the next brush. And we're almost done. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's like, wow, really? It's like, yeah, there isn't very much left to do. Oops, I almost put my brush in my paint. You gotta be careful once in a while. Okay. So I hope you're liking this. All right. So next one is the flat one. All right. And I mean, we can take a little bit of our other brushes. Like I said, you rinse them off every time, put them aside, and you get to reuse them and do things with them. So the flat one we're going to use, but first, before we start, we're going to make some. It's a little bit loose, but we're just going to get to kind of make that upward motion too. Get it kind of going upward so we can kind of see where we're going with it. It takes a lot of practice to be able to get good at making waves. So, you know, you don't get it the first time. You keep on practicing. Practice all the time. That's what I always say. Kind of see how it's just kind of falling like that. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to add a little bit of some nice white into this. Okay, so we're going to take this, we're going to start making a little. This is great for making the nice splash, that's for sure. This one. Just taking some white on the end of this brush. There we go, adding a little bit more. You tap a little bit more, get a little lighter, and just use the tip, use the tiny parts of it too. Use like the little bits on the top there as well. Tap, tap, tap on there. I hope you can see that. I don't know what this looks like, but I hope it looks all right. I hope it's looking good. Let me see. I'll have to take a look. Give me a second. Alright, it's looking good. Alright, you have to step away sometimes to kind of get a better look at it. Now that you can kind of tell. You can start building up the nice wave over here. But don't go too far. Like again, you have to concentrate still. There's a lot of things to do in the background. So we're not completely done the background first. You still have to work a little bit more in the background. And I'm going to take a little bit more white. And I'm going to add some nice little stuff across the top here. A little more. With some, and I'm going to smudge it with my finger. So always smudging is fun to do. You get to smudge it and touch your canvas. It's always lots of fun. Touch your canvas. It's always a good time. All right. And down across like this. There we go. That's the one message that Bob Ross never thought of. It's like, touch it. Don't be afraid to touch it. But I guess you probably don't want to say that too often to people. I used to have a guy that said to me one time, hey, feel my ass, but that was a totally different time. Okay. Anyways, so there we go. Now with that, I'm making a little more lighting up here. And you kind of have to start going a little bit lighter in here and making that little wave come out. So just kind of make that little, with that end, kind of make it like a C shape. Make a kind of C shape. Alright? Okay. Alright, so now we're going to add, you have to add a little bit of color back into this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the same little brush and we're going to go back into our light blue that we have. If you have some light blue left, if you want to make some more light blue, just take like some of that dark blue, add a whole gob of white, And we're going to make some light blue, and we're just going to kind of fill in the sides here with the same, like a nice sweeping motion. Go one way or the other if you want to. We can always fill in again, our foam's going to be filled in again, so we can just do that over again, no problem. And a couple little waves coming up this way is always nice. And you can smudge it again with your fingers. Okay, if it's allowing you to get the look that you want, you can do whatever you like. Okay, we'll do some more C shapes, kind of in that direction there. Kind of fill it into there. And again, smudge it a bit. We'll add a little dark blue as well. Get a little darker blue in there as well. And blend it in too. Because that always really sets the tone in there as well. Little dark blue, little light blue. And more dark blue over here. Coming along, there we go. A little more dark blue on the tip, just the tip, and you kind of put it on the sides, brush it through. There we go, kind of like that. Make sure you get that nice oval shape staying there. Get that C shape going on. And step away from it so you can kind of see it. It looks much better when you kind of see it from far away. There we go. I did a great painting for my cousin of Hawaii for him, and I loved how it turned out. I just love the waves and everything. I'd love to be able to see a place like that, going to Hawaii or something. So nice. Okay, so there's a little trick there when you want to start doing that little bit of getting that last little bit of a wave there, and you want to stick around to see that. So let me just get a little bit more here. And we're going to work a little bit in the background too, because I said we got to do a little bit in the background there too. So we're just going to put some extra waves in there, and using this brush, just make little back and forth motions like this, and it creates the back waves in the background. And we're also going to be taking that last little details brush and doing some extra things with it as well. So kind of just put back and forth like that, and as you're getting closer to here, of course, you need to do the waves coming this way. The waves coming that way. Alright. You kind of blend it nice. Alright, it's blending very nice. Okay, we're almost there. And get this going this way. Get this going upwards. I like the scumble, which is like I say, it's blending in just with a little bit of paint and a little bit of force there. And if you find that there's stuff that you have to add back into it, don't ever be afraid to add something back into there. Now this particular one, I may have to add a little bit more black into it as well. So this is good. So it just shows you how you can switch up things all the time and work on it and always improve. Okay, so we're gonna use that a little bit dark there. You have to leave some dark to kind of like show the deep of it. So let's show how deep it is. Okay, so there we go. Kind of like that. Step back away from it. Oh yeah, that's looking great. Okay, so let me just add a little bit more. The color's going this way. This way you can play with it a little bit. If you still have some yellow in your palette too. A little more. There we go. Smudge it a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. I'm such a perfectionist. Okay, I gotta back up. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, great. Put it a little further down. Yeah, make that wave go a little further down. All right, you can go like that. Okay. There we go. Now we see it. There it is. takes a little while, and you just play with it, and then eventually it comes out. There it is. All right, and we also have like a little bit here that can kind of go across there, and all the way down here. I'm going to have a little bit further down. Go a little bit further down. Yeah, how to come down a little bit further. There we go. And again, I just do a little bit of this thing called scumbling, just like blending it in nicely. There we go. All right, now we're going to take the last brush, the details brush. We're going to play a little bit more. All right, so that's the last thing to do is the baby brush, the tiny one, the details. All right, are you ready for this? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a little bit more black. So I'm having to have a little bit of black right in this little tiny tube here. And all the black are pretty much black, you don't have to worry about that. What I'm going to do, once it gets to come out, there you go, is I'm going to make that nice horizon line go really nice and smoothly across there so you can kind of see that. And we can make the more waves come down and stuff like that, but watch, here's where the magic comes. And to keep my hand still, I usually just kind of hold on to it so that it doesn't move. And hopefully I'm doing a straight line here. Alright, before you do anything, back away from it. There you go. Take a look at it and go, okay, now where else do we need to add a little bit more dark and light in there? And you play around with it a little bit. Now we can play a little bit more in through here. So I'm going to rinse that off. And I'm going to go in there with a little bit more of the light colors. I might switch my brush. Switch it back over to the flat one is the best one for using that. So you get a little bit of highlight and shadow. Just do a little bit of that. A little smudges. There we go. Nice. Okay, kind of like that, you see? Kind of come over here. A little bit there. Got some really good clouds coming in there. There we go. And for the sea, well, the same thing. We've got a little bit of darker blue, a little bit of dark blue with the same flat brush, and we'll go it over here. Add a little bit of darker blue over here. This is where the details come in. You just play with it a little bit. There's a little bit of dark blue over in that corner over there. A little bit of dark blue in the other corner. Uh-oh. Well, that was light blue. Let me get some dark blue. There we go, that's looking awesome. All right, and now I'm gonna get a little bit more of the dark blue, and we're gonna go down that little thing right there. With that little. Like that. There we go. And then taking some of the white immediately and just kind of going over top of it with that. And There we go. And we can take the details brush too. If you want to get a detail brush, you can do the same thing. I have some dots that go higher little groups of stuff. Go cool like that. And we're going to kind of make it go into here. There we go. All right. There we go. That's looking so good, eh? Oh my gosh. Up here, maybe. And kind of make it kind of go into there. Right, that looks great. All right, we're coming along. We also have a little bit there. We can. Oh, and I thought I was going to lose these guys. Well, I hope you don't hear this because it's playing You're So Vain, and I don't want it to cut out on me because of this guy making all kind of noise on me. Oh, I can't believe that's happening right now. Oh, can you just shut the music down? I kind of want to be copyright, so, all right, thank you. There we go. Yeah, like that's the neighbors I have. That's what happens. There we go. And okay, so now we're just add a little bit of wave kind of this way. And look, we're going to switch back and forth. And I'm almost done. I'm almost done this painting. Let me see how we're doing. Oop. I'll back up a little bit to take a look. A little bit like that. Yep, that's my neighbors. Oh, shut up. I'm live. All right. There we go. Sorry, I don't play well with others sometimes, you know. All right, there we go. All right, how's it looking? Do you like it? Are you liking this? I hope you're liking it. Okay. If you like it, give it a like and follow me and be my 100th person being here at my studio here. And I'm going to keep on doing a little bit more from here. So you can keep on going. You can keep on playing with it for like forever if you want to. Kind of doing that kind of thing here, a little bit there. Kind of back up and take a look at it too, because you might want to. Oh, yeah, and then come up there. And then you might have to make this a little bit of. Oh, and I forgot, of course, the best part too is you gotta add a little bit of, whatchamacallit, with the details brush. Give me a second, I'm gonna beat the devil out of them, there we go. And you just take the details brush, the little baby brush here. And when you feel like your painting's finished, you can always just make little C shapes going through this, though. I'm trying to make them as nice as possible. Okay. So you can kind of see going through the waves there too. Couple going down there. There we go, kind of that. There we go. Down across like that. I could probably do another one, I'm sure. There we go. couple stars in the sky if you want to. And there we go. All right, I think that looks pretty good. I will call it a finished painting, and I will sign it on the side. Like Bob Ross there. Okay, I'll find out a finished painting, and let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked it, did you like it? How did it turn out? Let me see if I can see. Does that look all right to you? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for tuning in. And I hope you see this maybe later. I am your party artist. My name is Kim Overholt, KO, and I'm always here to help you have a lot of fun with me. And I hope you have enjoyed doing this with me. Tune in for Monday. Monday is Cartooning Monday, where I teach you how to do cartooning and all about, things that have to do with animation, AI, all kinds of other things. I'll clean up as I'm talking to you. And then Tuesday is Magic Tuesday, where I give you a tarot card reading. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, where I sometimes do another live painting, but I think I might be doing something with Bayshore Medical on that day, so I might not be here on Wednesday. Thursday is Entertainment Thursday. I put out a couple things yesterday. I don't know if you saw it or not. Friday is, like I say, Feedback Friday. I love hearing from you. And, like I say, if you enjoy what you see, and I'm a woman of many talents. I have many talents to show you. So just keeping that in mind. Hold on a second. If you like to support my work that I do here, I do have a couple books that you can take a look at. I do fantasy adventure books called The Plight of Time, and they're available on Amazon. If you are looking for a cool read for anyone from 9 years and older, this is a lot of fun. I've had this all my life, and I finally released them, and I have a third one on the way to be in my grubby little hands, but I have 3 books out, and if you'd like to support my work that I do here, I'd be so honored if you would pick up a copy and have a read and let me know what you think of my books. If there's anything, if you had anything in there that you'd want to change or make better, let me know too, because I appreciate that. I've gotten 5 out of 5 stars, so I think I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, so if you'd like to buy a book and support my work here, and I will do more of these wonderful paintings for you as you see here. If you wanted me to do more of these wonderful paintings for you in the future, let me know and buy a book. All right, it's always good to read, and I love, I enjoy it. It's one of the things that I really love to do. So I am your party artist, Kim Overholt. I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you again real soon, and thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great one. Bye now.